So this is for like Brendan and like Sean, Nicole, whoever like carries on this family through the next 150 years or something. Like we're gonna have this this video and this like documentation that we can hold on to and pass on to them. So this way, instead of us just telling them about how great you were and like just like how much of an impact you guys had on our lives, instead you get to almost introduce yourselves to our grandkid or to your grandkids, and to see, they'll be able to see like the impact that you had in our lives and how that came to be. And so it will get into like your roots and why family is so important to you and what got you through, you know, your hard times and stuff. So
and how important is family in the grand scheme of things.
Exactly. Can you... Okay. So we've all come up with these questions together, just been talking about it for like a couple days since they've been here. So we have this first one. It's, what's the biggest difference from when you were a kid to now? The biggest difference, like socially or just, you know, in the family, however way you'll take it. What is something that's very different from when you were a kid?
Who goes first?
Whoever.
Oh, basically, when I was a kid in the 50s, and we did a lot of playing outdoors.
Yeah.
Kicked a can. And, I was kind of a tomboy. I liked doing that and competitive. And also, we were given a lot of love and never really spoiled, but I did think that we were rich. And to give you one example, my mother and my father at the time were told by me for Christmas I wanted a cowgirl uniform, a cowgirl suit with the hat, and we had a little pony, so I was all set there.
Yeah.
Remember?
Just need somewhere to wear it.
Yeah, but Christmas came and went because Nana always hid her trials and tribulations with things that weren't right in her marriage, but we never ever heard any arguing or anything like that. So I didn't expect, you know, to get what I did 2 months later.
Right.
I didn't get a cowgirl suit at Christmas, but Mom asked me to go in our shed, and lo and behold, she saw this package, and it was my cowgirl suit from Santa Claus.
Oh my God.
So that gives you an idea. We appreciated a lot more because we weren't given a lot. But we did a lot of family time, music time.
And I'm sure when Christmas came and went, you know, you were probably disappointed that you didn't get the cowgirl costume, but you wouldn't have, you know, blown a fit and told Nana you were upset with her or something because you knew that there was reasons maybe why you didn't get the costume or something.
Right.
And then later on, when you finally did get it, then you're just 10 times more grateful for it.
Yeah.
You mentioned music time. What did you family time and music time? What did you mean by music time? What did that entail?
Okay, well, see, you have to realize, growing up in Hallwell, Maine, it wasn't with my stepfather, it was my biological father, and he was a singer and bought me a piano. He played piano by ear, and but I didn't stay with those lessons for very long. So now I've lost my train of thought.
But you
the
were
music.
very musical, weren't you? Like
Yeah.
your family was very musical.
So my father was one that did a lot of minstrel shows with a club that Mom and Dad belonged to was the Grange.
I'm sorry, minstrel shows?
Minstrel.
Minstrel?
That,
Oh,
oh, well,
It's like
It was-
vaudeville. It's like just
they had,
impromptu
and then-
musicals.
okay.
blackface,
Okay.
Like those.
okay?
Oh, wow. All right.
Now,
Al Jolson comes to mind.
Yeah, right.
So he did a lot of gigs. Who's the-
Well, with the club that they belonged to, they did a mock wedding of just children. My
Mhm.
brother Ahmed was the groom. I was the choir, the singer, and it was a mock wedding. They would do things like that. They'd have street dances,
Yeah.
like a festival that just the people in Hollowell would just party up, like we're doing today.
Yeah.
And us children were able to go and enjoy the party too on the street. We had lots and lots of fun. And I sang at the age of 5 on the radio every Saturday morning.
What? Really?
vanilla.
They let me stand on a chair, right, Ma?
What, to reach the microphone?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And were you
That's
not nervous doing this as a
amazing.
5-year-old kid on a radio station?
It was probably natural.
It was,
She
yeah.
loved
it-
And at
Yeah.
5 years old, you
Yeah.
probably thought it was.
They were advertising like the what you call it,
Milk.
on the bottle. They used to call that Meet the Mike.
Yeah.
And Almond was also on the
Radio was a
Radio
radio.
show.
on that radio, and like her, they used to sing like songs together, like what was the name of that?
Hey, hey, good looking.
Yeah. Hey, good looking.
Yeah,
Oh,
hey,
you got
good
good.
looking.
Wow.
What you
Yeah.
got to do?
So he had a beautiful voice, Ahmed. But when he turned 13, he lost it.
Yeah?
He could
He
sing
went
no
through
more.
puberty.
Oh, you can sing anymore? Okay, the higher pitch.
He could sing no more, and he tried to sing with her, but he couldn't. And the way we were brought up remind me a lot the way you were brought up in Ireland.
Hmm.
We were brought up without any bathroom. We had to go like in something like what Al's got out
Really?
there.
An outhouse.
And we didn't have no shower, no bath. We had to get big tubs, heat up our water to take a bath. We were 10 of us.
Wow.
But we learned how to deal with that. And she was talking about gifts. We were lucky. The grandmother, she was old. She was now 106 when she died. She used to make us little dolls.
Hmm.
And we appreciate that so much when we got it. The first tree that went in the house, I brought it in. It's like a twig. And Mama didn't want that in the house, but I wanted it. So we all got together and rolled up paper, and taped that together. Popcorn, we'd string that, and we put that on the tree. And the tree didn't look that bad. She let us keep it. And we were waiting to have gifts underneath that tree. We thought that we were
That's
gonna
how it
get
went.
but we had little dolls that they made us. We really appreciate more than you get
Yeah.
now. What I didn't have, I tried my darndest to give it to her. And kind of spoiled the kids that way.
Hmm.
Then when your mother got older, she got a lot more than she got, and what I got, she tried to give you more. And I guess that's how Ruskin got that. You were looking for more things
Yeah. Well, that's it. So,
that we never had. We had probably 2 sleds,
Hmm.
in the snow. We'd have shared that. Whoever took that first had it that day.
Yeah.
Did you fight over it?
Yeah. We were brought up more or less like Island. I always tell Dale, I went once in Island, and we had sheep, grew up,
Yeah,
with
on the
sheep
farm. Yeah,
and cows,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Haggis?
we didn't have no lights for a long time. We
Wow.
had these gas lamp. And our son of a gun to try to clean. Then after we got a little older, we worked in the potato fields, we worked, like that. And we got Mama the lights. And we got washing machine, we didn't have to scrub it. And life got a little better. At 15, I got out of there. There's a better life. And that's when I landed in Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
And that's where I met their father. I got married, I was only 17.
How old were you when you had Uncle Armin, Nana?
19 I had Armin.
Wow.
22 I had her, Dolores. And when I moved to Massachusetts, that's when my life began to roll a little better.
What were you
Now
doing?
let somebody else go.
Oh, that was good. What were you doing, if you don't mind me asking? What were you working?
When I
Wh-
moved
where-
in Portland,
Yeah, what were you doing in Portland,
well, when
Maine?
I moved in Boston, I started working like in a Giraffe candy factory.
Yeah.
I was making pretty good. Then I worked in the shoe shop,
Mhm.
and I had to leave the kids a lot to babysitters.
Yeah.
But we lived a little better then.
Than before. So
What-
it was progress, and you were able to give your children more than you
Yes.
had, and just that's the way
Yeah,
it's gone since.
that's when I started buying good, more stuff like bigger carriage for her,
Yeah,
whatever she
because you
wanted.
could, and you had the ability to.
Whatever she wanted. I seen times that I worked a couple jobs when it came around Christmas.
What kind of hours were you doing a week? Like how many? Like just in curiosity, how many hours a week were you working? While.
Yeah. I worked till Bobby was born.
How many hours
No,
a week
like-
did you work, Nana?
How many hours? So you know how I'll do 40 hours a week at work? How many did you
8
do?
hours.
8 hours a day?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 days a week? Did you get weekends
Yeah.
off?
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
And
Yeah.
I started working for like 75 cents.
75 cents.
An hour?
Not an hour even, $75. I mean, yeah, 75 cents.
An hour?
An hour?
That's insane.
How much was a grocery bill? Like how much was your groceries
Oh
for the
my
week?
God, the bread was like 10 cents.
Yeah.
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 Inflation. The power of
Yeah.
inflation. That's insane.
Yeah. 10
Well,
cents
so-
for bread. Look.
$400, that was a lot of money for rent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're making 75 cents a week.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you.
No, that's an hour.
An hour, my
Right.
mom. Right.
See, we didn't make big money, but the groceries and everything was cheaper.
But
Yeah.
the rent wasn't
The
cheap.
rent.
Was the rent expensive? Was your rent expensive to live?
Rent?
Oh, the rent?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was paying, like, when we left Cambridge to where I am, I was paying $38 a month,
To live in your house? That's
Yeah.
a lot.
over in
In
Cambridge.
Cambridge?
Yeah.
Wow. What street did you live on in Cambridge? Do you remember? The street?
Yeah, Wendell.
Wyndham?
Wendell.
Wendell.
Yeah, Wendell Street. Then we moved where we are now,
Yeah, 7th
on
Street.
7th Street. I've been there. I've been on 7th Street since 56.
Since, what was it, 56?
What
You lived on
family?
7th Street?
Did you move into 7th Street? Was there a different family above you, or did you have the whole house? Do you like both stories?
We had the whole
All
house.
right.
Oh, did you?
Nana and Papa bought the. Nana, she wanted to know when you moved on 7th Street, did you own the house or did you rent it?
Well, I owned the house, but you know,
Yeah, you
no,
own the
I
house.
lived there a year.
Yeah.
I didn't own the house. It was so. I didn't want my name there. I moved to find out if it was going to work all right or what.
Yeah.
How did you meet Sal?
In the shoe shop.
The shoe shop? What shoe brand was it? It was Nike, right?
That was
Converse.
Natural Ballet.
Converse? What was it?
Natural Ballet.
Natural.
Oh, New Balance.
Oh, right.
Dad, Papa went to work for New Balance after
Oh.
they met and everything. But she was working, it was Capizio shoes.
Yeah, like a picture.
Oh, okay.
Expensive shoes.
Yeah, high class.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you meet Danny?
Danny. Danny belonged to the Moose. I was 18 and singing,
Hmm.
and I was booked to sing at the Moose.
Mom, tell them what the Moose is.
Oh, the Moose is a club like a Elks or a VFW. It's a social club.
Yeah. Okay. So you were singing there, and then he met you there.
Yeah, he was like in charge of the Moose.
Was he real impressed with your singing?
Yeah.
And her beauty.
And her beauty.
You can remember Sal, can't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
I
said,
remember Sal.
he always used to call you and Danielle and Therese his little girls.
Yeah, I remember that.
When he took sick and went in the rehab, he always had that picture right on the side of the door. And he'd take his picture and he'd say, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna make sure I take my girls. Yeah, so
Yeah, I remember he always used to love his seat. He always had a seat
Oh,
in
that
the.
red one. It's
in the
still
living
in the living room
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
and when Michelle came over, there was a little trouble in Ireland for when you first got married there. Well, you had Nicole and you had Sean.
Yeah.
Nicole had never been on the floor, it was so cold. But over home, you used to never crawl, you rolled and rolled too.
That's what I do.
That big thing there that I had, like a mirror,
Yeah.
you used to roll yourself to that. Just so cute.
Hey, I have
It was a
a.
little dog.
I've been wondering, what would you?
And
would you-
Sean wanted to watch the movies. They used to go out and I'd babysit. Just one more. Yes. We don't have that. We don't have that in Ireland. I'd like to see that.
One more.
Watch it.
And it worked.
Hey,
But he would never go to sleep.
No.
He'd never go to sleep if that TV was on.
No.
I remember the TV in the middle,
Yeah.
and we'd all sit up against it looking at the screen.
You remember that? I still got it.
Have you?
Yeah,
Same
that big, but where all the pictures are.
Yeah.
It's like a glass, but a mirror. You used to roll.
Oh, the same mirror.
You never crawl.
That's what I do, just roll about the
Roll.
place.
Brandon has a question.
yeah, well, we were thinking of questions, and this one really got my attention. I've been dying to know. What was the one thing you took from your parents and passed over to your kids that you like? You like, oh, my parents did this. My
In your
mom did, my
upbringing?
dad did that. I really want my kids to carry this part for personality, like something like that.
Just what you're doing
No.
this moment.
I knew that.
You could never get
That's an awesome
mad
answer.
at each other. If you fought, hey, if you fought, you couldn't go to bed unless
Right.
you make up.
If you thought you could
That's
live.
it. And always be good for your kids and do what the best you can. Your neighbors, Mama never fought with nobody. You know, be polite to the older people.
No, this is really being tested right now. We
Yeah.
can't get mad at each other.
Nana,
Snacks.
Nana, I have a question. Where did you learn your cooking?
Where did you learn your cooking? I'm really Italian. I learned it from some.
Oh, really? Is that where all the recipes came
Yeah.
from?
But it's almost like French. They use a lot of spice.
Yeah.
You know, like garlic and onions, but more or less, I learned through Sal and his mother.
Yeah.
Mother used to come over.
Teach you everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it got after a while, Sal would say, they don't have to come here. I like the way that tastes better. That's what he was all kidding me. But they don't put too many spice, you know. I never measure nothing. I went like Mama used to do.
Mm.
We never measure. We put a little
Just
and
guess?
we taste it.
Yeah.
That's how.
Nona, if you could give, from your experience with life, right, thus far, if you could give any advice to, say, the likes of us, or even your previous self at our age, what kind of advice would you give us? Do you know what I'm saying?
Or
like
even
our
yourself?
grandkids, like when we have grandkids, what should we pass on to them?
Any life, do you have any like advice from your experience with life?
So
that you
rule
would
of
like to pass
thumb.
on?
You
You
should.
The rule of
Anything that's kept you grounded during your
Yeah,
life?
you should.
I
You
would-
know, like pass on. There's nothing like family. Family will stick with you forever. Isn't it? Be good to each other.
Learning responsibility, starting at an earlier age than I did, because I have financial situations that are more difficult. I didn't plan well, even though my mother told me to do that.
Mm.
I would say, listen,
Mm.
and you'd, you'd be a lot happier.
Listen to
Can you say something, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of any reunion? Of any reunion, you could say what was your favorite part? And how were the reunion?
like
The first family reunion.
Like
What
how
was
the
your
fir-
favorite part of any reunion?
Yeah. And what was it like at those reunions?
Yeah.
It was wonderful. We had lots and lots more people because now people have moved away and we don't see them as much. But just being together and talking about when we were younger, just like kind of what we're doing now. It just brings back memories and you feel happy.
And Nana, could you tell us the names of both your parents and all of your siblings? Because I know there were 10 of you, and there was also Wallace.
My parents, I would start with my mother.
Yeah, with your mom and your pop, what their names were, where they
Yeah.
were from, and then tell us about your siblings.
Well, yeah, my mother, her name was Meaty Page.
Meaty Page.
My father was Theodore Corbett.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes a brother Wallace, but he died at, he was about 2 years old. Way back then, there was a sickness that they call, what was the name of that sickness? Cholera or something, you know, all the babies were catching that,
Yeah.
you know. And he happened to catch it and he died. And they wasn't better for me. Now, then Hazel, my sister Hazel,
Mm-hmm.
she married a Dion. And then Irene married a Coffin. And my brother Clarence, that's when he married,
Beatrice.
what was her name now?
Beatrice, well, first
Beatrice, Well, anyway, then Rose married a Fernandez. He
Okay.
was a Portuguese.
Yeah.
And Stanley married Pelkey. No, Pelkey. Yeah, Pelkey. Virginia Pelkey. And Brady married Colette. I never did know her name, her last name.
Yeah.
Jeanette married Bill Legacy.
The gas. Okay.
And Dolores married Adam.
Okay.
And me, I married Disjardin.
Gilio. And yes,
Yes.
Disjardin.
15 years I lived with Virginia, with a
Disjardin.
Disjardin.
Yeah.
I got Dolores and Armin.
Yeah.
Then I married Sal Gilio, an Italian.
In
And I got
Italian.
2 kids.
Right.
I got Danny, and then I got Bobby.
Bobby.
And you had a
Bobby died.
miscarriage, didn't you, at one point?
Yeah.
Was so
You never drove? How did you get about?
I
Like, you
ne-
never drove a car?
No, I used to drive when I was in Maine,
Oh, did you?
but I never got a license. Well, I should say.
Driving illegally?
driving tractors
There was a no.
and stuff.
I just drove in the back, you know, like I used to take Dolores and Armin to the reservoir,
I said that, remember?
and I never had to go on Main Street. I'd take them back. I'd
Yeah.
take them to church and things like that. But I was too nervous
Really?
to drive in the city. When I came here in the city, Sal bought a car and it was in the yard like 3 months. I figure I drove in Maine like that, I could drive here.
Not the
It
same.
was like a bunch of animals coming to me, you know.
Yeah.
I never could drive, I didn't want to.
I've noticed that too since we were here. It's like the driving's so much different than Ireland.
Yeah.
I couldn't drive here. I definitely
No, it's a
couldn't.
free for all. Like
Yeah.
you guys have rules. There's roads where it's just whoever beats you to the side of the curb wins.
Yeah.
See, back in Maine, we had roads, something like what you had. Your mother used to take us, like when we went and visit you.
Yeah.
It reminded me so much of Maine.
Oh, really? So there was like more order kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, actually, if you went on Main Street, like it was big, like double and like that. But we live more like on the outside of Ashland, and there was hardly no cars.
thing? Yeah. Here it's too
No.
busy. There's cars everywhere.
Nona, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
What's your favorite memory with our parents, Alec and Michelle? Your favorite
Okay.
memory raising them, and
Raising Michelle and Alec.
yeah.
Oh,
Can I just add to that as well? Anything you took from Nana raising you into raising my mum, Michelle, and Al,
yeah.
just kind of add more to it.
Well, I knew that my marriage at the beginning with Deanne Bennett was fragile.
Mm.
So, but I entertained myself with Mom, and I would take the kids, all of you, well, Alec and Michelle, Bobby, Danny, and my favorite is when we'd go on vacation at a cottage down the cave and spend time, and they enjoyed it. Also, getting Michelle involved in singing and her giving her lessons, dancing, ballet,
Mhm.
acrobat, and I had to get Alec involved in something too. It's very busy. It's very important to keep your children busy and involved. That is something my Michelle learned from us. because Mama used to take me to Boston where I'd be singing, and
And you went
She
to
was
Berkeley, right?
yeah,
You did summer
to Berkeley?
program.
Berkeley.
I don't know.
As a child, it was like a
Oh, really?
a
A
group
summer program like for kids.
musical comedy we did, like putting on shows. Gee, Ma, do you remember
Plays?
any of
Musical
those?
plays?
Huh?
Like musical plays?
Musical plays. One of the songs, very dramatic,
Mm-hmm.
and but I loved it.
Oh yeah.
And I loved watching Michelle and Alec get involved. I got Alec involved in being an impersonator for Elvis.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one. Oh, my
Oh, he's
goodness.
never brought that up.
No, he
I
has
made
not.
scarves. I made scarves, and he would throw them out with me. It was for the church play.
Oh, we gotta bring that back.
I know. That's a good photo reenactment there.
That's great.
But I got him involved more in sports.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of sports did he do? He did football, right?
yeah. He did
And-
football, baseball,
Yeah.
and he was very accident prone though.
Well, he,
I've inherited that. Yeah.
we don't need to ask Dad about what he trickled down to us.
Did you ever find that you had to take on both the role as the mother and the father to our parents? And how did you do that, and how did you cope with having to be both a mother figure and also try and be a father figure for someone like my dad and for Michelle?
Yeah, that had to happen.
Yeah.
Because Danny and I were divorced, and I would go to Alex's baseball games, and a little overprotective sometimes I was. I know when I'd see that ball going in outfield, and he got hit right on the top of his head running after that. But
I just to see my dad just be like, I go, oh, it's a trick.
no, but he was always good. He loved sports, and so how did I get along? I had a man that helped raise my kids with me. Would be at dinner time. He was dependable, and that's Bill, and that's why Alec is, very close to him.
Bill, yeah.
Because he would talk to him man to man. Michelle was like me. We'd be listening to music and singing, and
Some things haven't changed.
right.
How'd you meet Bill?
Bill was introduced to me by Laura Maney's mother,
Mooney?
mother and father, the Moonies,
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, wow.
and we were just all friends, and that's how we met. And he was divorced, and he had 2 kids.
It's a similar situation to where you
Michelle,
were in.
Yeah.
Michelle was my first granddaughter. I had all grandson. And when she came, it was like a doll to me. I'd take her to the store and I'd buy her the clothes, the coat.
That also hasn't changed. Now you got
And-
Liliana for that.
Yeah.
She used to be picking it herself, like I do with her. I said, Lillian,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about this recently.
I
weren't we?
like to buy for the kids more than I do buy. I'll go to the store. I'll never go look at clothes for me. I look like for the kids, I used to enjoy doing that. I always love kids.
We love you.
What was your first ever memory?
First what?
First memory growing up?
First
Yeah.
memory
Yeah.
growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they fit perfectly.
They'll fit.
Yeah.
First day of school,
But
kindergarten.
Yeah.
Kindergarten. That's
I-
far back. That's awesome.
I remember, well,
Coke
because
every
I
year.
saw a
Like
little
Liliana,
picture.
I got a coat, a
of
winter
me.
coat for next winter.
Go down to
I
Boston
took
and get it.
some. Then my down in Jordan's, Penny's, you're gonna pay like $150. I got her a little coat for about $25.
That's actually really smart to do.
I
Buy summer clothes in the
I
winter.
put it away.
Yeah.
You know.
Saved it.
Yeah,
So now we'll send
we
her-
enjoyed the kids. That's
We enjoy
that's the
you.
main thing. The mother and the grandparents, they mean a lot. You should always be, friendly, and you feel like even though they're not kids, they're your kids.
Well, they are your kids. That's why
Yeah.
they call them grandkids.
Because,
They wouldn't be kids without you, you know?
yeah,
They are
we'll
your kids.
always direct you the right way.
Yes. You've never failed us in that department. Never.
Like I said to you, stay put.
Yeah, they're not moving. They're not moving. We're standing right here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So next we wanted to ask you guys about your first memories. Nona just started talking about hers, and I think she said it was kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember any specifics about it? Like
Yeah,
your
I was-
outfit or something?
Yeah, I was taller than everybody.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's what I remember the most.
Yeah. Did you feel like out of place because you were tall? Because I remember when I was young,
I
I felt wicked out of place being tall.
I was very self-conscious.
Yeah.
But I tell you, you take like in those days, like Grammy, your great grandmother, they were much stricter.
Stricter?
Things were more stricter.
Yeah.
So naturally, they lived according to the time. Like us, a lot of things we had to change on account of the way first comes the clothes, the way down there, and then they come short. It was hard for Mama. She would never want us to wear those short dresses. We had a hard time. They never wanted to change that much, There's a lot of different things get away, like you can get away with things that we never could get
I
away with.
know. Sometimes I look at old photos and then look at what I'm wearing, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like this is so different. Like if anyone saw me back then, I would probably be in some trouble. Yeah.
I love seeing the photos out the front from
Yeah.
like the 1930s and stuff. They're class.
I've got an out of a box question I want to ask Nana and Nana. Do you feel like the way we dress and the way the lifestyles our generation has been presents itself today, do you think it's for the better or for the worse? Like we wear skirts that are up to here.
Yeah.
We say the I've seen 7-year-olds say the F word all the time. Like, what is your aspect on that?
Well, I believe that the style, of the clothes the kids short, I don't think that's very good. Like it's more, like I was going more temptation, like for the older man or something to be attacking a girl small, and like your clothes with holes all over that, you're going to spend more money for that. And I think
I know it is kind of
I
strange.
don't agree with that at all. But I had to let my kids do what they were doing it. But I never approved it. I never would have bought them clothes like that.
Yeah.
Which is fine, It's like if you're gonna spend your money, you're gonna get them good clothes. And,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, different things like that. There's a lot of change. I realize it comes, it's a style that follow whatever comes at the style, and the kids want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
There's something I don't think, I didn't like the kids. It was just like that when she was born. But I had to let her do it. There's a lot of things
My hair.
In the 60s in general, it was kind of like get to do whatever you want in that aspect.
Yeah.
Kind of shed these old.
She was strict with me.
Even
Yeah.
yourself.
I mean,
could tell, you
for
know,
those
like
days.
Mm-hmm.
you see a girl with short. I mean, it's more dangerous for that girl when she's some of those older fellows that, you know, this is how we, you know, always just get anyway for.
And also, men dress differently too. Like
Yeah.
we were like stuff like no sleeve shorts wouldn't be like that in the 30s.
Yeah, well,
Like,
if
it's-
you're in the yard, the backyard, but to walk the street, and I never approved of it.
Yeah.
Del knows, but she did. You had to let her follow what the style was because the other did it, so they wanted to do it too. Now, for example, one year my son Danny Ahmed, he was in Colorado. We would go and visit, and he's always been in the service and very strict. So I went and bought him some nice pants, jeans, you know, and all that. He went, took a bottle of bleach in the washing machine, put his pants in there. Oh, when I seen
no.
Pez, I could kill him. That was a style then. It must have been a style in Ireland too. They were like
Bleach in the jeans.
tan or like khaki or something. And then when they
Tiger?
put him in bleachers with a
Bleached,
bunch
yeah.
of white hair and there and there.
What the hell?
That's coming back though.
I took
So-
him just to see him in Colorado when I'm in seeing him.
Oh, Bobby did that.
Yeah.
So that was because I was old fashioned.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's coming full circle now, the fashion. Like we're all going back to like denim and
Yeah, it always does.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like every decade.
You can never move past the classics though. You know, the
Mhm.
classics have set the foundation, and eventually you just go back.
Yeah.
You know?
What was your first ever music concert, if you had ever went to one? Music
we
at the time.
didn't go to concerts, but
Or what kind of music did you listen to growing up? Like, what was
the 40s.
40s?
Yeah, 40s.
Who's your favorite
and,
artist?
And of course I like some pop too, rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah.
But I used to listen to Dad's vinyl records. This brought back that memory.
Yeah.
Big band era was just fantastic.
Big band, 40s. Any specific artists?
Oh, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin.
Mm.
He was just handsome.
I listen to his music because he's handsome.
But he was a swooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else? Oh, Bing Crosby. Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett started out in the 40s.
Yeah. And do you ever, like Nana, when you were listening to her music, were you ever like, what is that stuff? You know how now Nicole listens to songs, and my mum would be like, that's not music. You know, as time goes on.
Yeah.
Was Nana ever like adapting to the music you listened to, the 40s, the big band stuff, and would she be like?
She liked anything. Oh, the big band stuff.
Yeah.
Did she like that?
Yeah.
Oh, loved it.
Yeah. Okay. You love all that
Every
music?
Sunday, Dad, Papa,
Yeah.
would put his records on, and we'd be listening to the big band music
Right.
or country.
Country music.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I only had her girls. It was all boys. I was strict with her. She was a good girl, I realized that, but I was strict.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to bed till she come home. And Sylvia said that she's not going to come home any faster. Why don't you go to bed? I said, no, I couldn't sleep. I'd wait.
She hid behind the door. I opened the door and she had a flashlight.
Gotcha.
Get to bed right now before I get you. Run to bed.
I ran like hell.
And what time was it when you'd come home?
Oh, it might have been
But I was
10,
here
between
in Boston
10
and
and 11.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Cambridge
I've been home at
had a
about
bad
4
name.
a.m.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was dangerous area.
rough.
Yeah,
And I was scared.
yeah.
So,
I wasn't allowed to sleep over any girlfriends' houses.
Yeah.
I know she'd go to her girlfriend's and I'd tell her they'll come home a certain time.
Mm.
She'd call me, Ma, I'm still here, but I'm going in a minute. Come home. I'd get another call. I'm still here, Ma, but I'm coming.
That's funny.
You wouldn't want me for Mother's Day.
I gotta be
Like,
home
what
soon.
country are you in?
I'll be home soon. That's funny.
Yeah. Well,
You were like that. Were you
It's-
like that with my mum? Were you?
see, it's the way
I,
was
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You just
tended
pass it
towards
on
that.
kind of thing?
Mama had a big
I
family, so
didn't
she had
Stop her
Shared
from
the street,
sleeping over
you know.
her best friend,
Mm.
but I just have
Was
to
it
know
fun
about
Yeah, yeah.
But
that.
at that
person.
time, Boston was terrible.
And their parents. And,
Yeah.
I remember they
My
would
parents were the
fight
same
you.
way.
So
Yeah.
nice. So
I could
nice.
sleep anywhere. They
Really?
had to talk to the
Oh,
parents.
that would have been
Right.
bad back then.
Yes.
So was everything like kind of, was it similar to the Troubles in Ireland? Like, see the way we had the Troubles in Ireland and you had like the blacks and the whites?
Oh, yeah.
Like, was that similar to it?
No,
She was saying it was nervous in Boston, like you being about.
So,
uh,
And in Maine,
just
we
because,
never witnessed that.
Yeah.
yeah,
because-
how can I explain that? It's just, it was too much for a girl my age to do,
Yeah.
to go in Boston, with other girls, or it could be dangerous. You're naive.
Yeah.
Lots of things could happen. She worried about all that stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense.
What would you give as a piece of advice for me and Nicole, just like being like women, you know, because we are all naive at this age and we all are vulnerable to like some things that the world, you know what I mean? How would you say that we could protect ourselves emotionally and become strong women like you?
Well, think before you do anything,
Mm-hmm.
and don't rush into any situations that you're very unfamiliar with, going places and
Yeah. Just keep an aware.
yeah, being always aware.
growing up, as you growing up and becoming wiser women, did you find yourselves becoming more intelligent in not only just life itself, but emotionally aware? Like, were you able to deal with bigger situations as you got older?
Or do you just learn as you go along?
Well, I think that you have to experience things in order to grow and understand it. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
Kind of learn.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to just get at, like, as you grow and you experience more things, were you able to cope? Were you able to deal with situations in your life a lot easier as you go
Oh,
through
as you
life?
get older,
You know?
yeah, you do
Mm.
cope better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, because I mean, just like if if you had children and something bad happened, and you know, if you didn't know how to cope with that situation, it could be a lot worse. So, by, you know, while you're growing, and again I'll say, and experiencing problems, you're learning how to solve those problems. So the next time something like that happens, you'll also be better prepared.
Yeah, of course. Sure. Good.
Well, we should go up.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, this has been.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank
love
you.
you, baby.
Thank you.
Thanks so much
Yeah,
for
well,
Yeah,
that.
anything you want to know, come see me.
Thank you.
Is this
You're
my?
too much.
My your great grandbabies will
Yes.
see this and appreciate it.
I appreciate this. This is really good.
Now,
You
did you
show
learn a little bit?
concern.
It's crazy, huh?
Is that your? It's still
Wave to the
cold?
camera, Louie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is right.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, was it there? Cool.